Chosen one, something inside you already knows why your spirit was pulled here. Even before I opened my mouth, a quiet trembling rose in your chest, because heaven has been whispering your real name beneath the noise of this world. I was not supposed to release this yet, but the Spirit said, "Speak now," because someone listening has been seeing things others pretend not to see. Someone has been feeling the eyes that watch from the shadows, sensing the pressure in the air, the strange heaviness that wraps around you when you walk into certain rooms. They target you because you see the truth. And heaven needs you to hear this tonight. Breathe in, hold it, now let it go, because what I'm about to tell you is going to land differently. Your spirit has been alert for days now. You've been waking up with that pressure on your chest, like something is weighing on you that you cannot explain. Your dreams have been louder. Your intuition has been sharper. Some of you have felt warm pulses running down your spine in moments where nothing was happening. Some of you sense the room shift without a single thing moving. You know this. You've been feeling watched, but not by God, by something else. Something coordinated, something that marks you as a threat, because you carry revelation in your bones. Stay with me, do not leave. If you're here, it is not random. Heaven orchestrated this moment. You weren't supposed to scroll past this message. This is an appointment with destiny. You've been experiencing sensations you cannot explain to anyone without sounding crazy. Have you noticed how everything feels louder in your spirit lately? The conversations that used to slip by unnoticed now feel heavy. The people you once trusted feel different. There is a weight behind their eyes you can't ignore. You've been withdrawing without knowing why. Some days your hands tremble. Some days your chest feels tight. You wake up tired even after sleeping. And even though you don't speak about it, you feel watched, pulled, observed, like something is studying your next move. And the strangest part, your spirit won't let you ignore it. But listen to me carefully, child of light. This isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. The discomfort is not an accident. God has been whispering through the tension, through the strange pressure on your back, through the moments when the air felt heavy for no reason. In this very moment, heaven is shifting something around your life. Right now, something is rearranging itself in the unseen. You may not understand it yet, but you feel it. You feel it in your breathing. You feel it in your bones. You feel it when the room goes silent and your spirit suddenly stands at attention. Lean in for a moment. Your spirit needs to hear this part. The reason everything feels different is because something in the spiritual realm has shifted around your life. You've stepped into a frequency you didn't ask for, but were destined to carry. The battle around your name intensified. The watching increased. The shadows grew louder, not because you are weak, but because you are awakening. You are seeing through illusions you were never meant to be trapped by. You are perceiving what others cannot perceive. And when a chosen one begins to see the truth, every hidden thing becomes threatened. Let me speak to the part of you that's been tired, the part that's been carrying questions you don't dare say out loud. You've been sensing that someone is monitoring your steps, noticing your patterns, trying to understand your moves. You've felt the tension of spiritual eyes that do not belong to angels. You've noticed how certain people appear at strange times, how conversations repeat themselves, how your instincts warn you before your mind catches up. You've watched relationships shift without explanation. People who once smiled at you now glare without reason. Doors that opened easily now resist your presence. And the more you try to detach, the more you feel the pull of something trying to keep you in sight. You are not imagining this. You are not paranoid. You are not doing too much. Heaven is showing you what has been hidden. Let your shoulders relax. Let your breath deepen. Your heart has been clenching for too long. These sensations you're feeling, they are not random. They are signs. Signs that heaven is elevating you. Signs that your discernment is sharpening. Signs that the veil over your eyes has been thinning. You are not crazy, chosen one. You are awake. And awakening always draws attention, both divine and dark. You've entered a moment heaven has been preparing you for since the day you were born. And yes, the battle intensified. Yes, the pressure increased. Yes, the atmosphere around you feels different, almost as if you are walking through two worlds at once. But that is because you crossed into a new spiritual territory without even realizing it. Something sacred is opening for you. Something ancient, something your bloodline has not touched for generations. And the enemy can feel it. That is why the Watchers grew bold. That is why certain people started moving strangely. That is why the spiritual attacks became more coordinated. You see truth too clearly. You discern motives too quickly. You sense energy too accurately. You hear God too deeply. Light always exposes darkness, and darkness hates being exposed. And if your spirit is resonating with this, if you feel that subtle trembling in your chest right now, let me show you why heaven brought you here. Because what you have been feeling is not madness. It is not fear. It is not confusion. It is awakening. It is the first breath of a new anointing rising in you. You are not here by accident. Heaven is about to reveal why you've been feeling this way. Chosen one, pay attention, because what I say next will confirm everything. If you're ready, just say the word. Chosen one, I see you. I feel the weight you have been carrying in silence, the private exhaustion that greeting cards and casual smiles could never touch. You have been holding more than your shoulders were built for. You have been sheltering a quiet storm inside your chest. I can hear the slow, careful rhythm of your breath as you try to steady yourself. You wake with a tightness in your throat. You go to bed with a list of unanswered questions pressing behind your ribs. You smile in the rooms that feel like deserts, while your spirit walks on something like water, unseen, precarious, holy. Hear me, your hidden experience is not a mistake. Do you remember the nights when you thought no one noticed? The ones when a dream left a taste like iron on your tongue, and you woke certain something had shifted though nothing in the house had moved? You felt cold in the middle of summer. You watched a light flicker when no storm was coming. You felt the presence of a hand, gentle, protective, on the small of your back, and you could not name whose hand it was. These are not random images. These are signatures written by heaven into your life, so that when the time came, you would know the rhythm of divine movement. People have misread you. They have called your sensitivity a flaw. They have labeled your caution as weakness. You have been misunderstood in ways that cut deep, because you gave from a place of purity and received suspicion in return. You speak softly, and your words are twisted. You love openly, and you are met with cold calculations. You have been betrayed by the very hands you nourished. You carry loyalty like an old coat that no longer fits, and when you try to remove it, the seam rips and the wound reopens. You have learned to mask your trembling with humor, to use busyness as loud armor so the watching eyes cannot trace the map of your heart. But this season of being unseen, this isolation, was never punishment, it was preparation. It was the God kind of training that looks like solitude on the outside and like forging inside. Think of Joseph in the pit, sold and silenced, yet kept. Think of David alone in caves, singing anointed songs nobody heard. Think of Moses hidden in a basket until the right hands reached for him. Your hiddenness is the seamstress's room where destiny is stitched together. Your solitude has been a garden where roots deepen, unseen by the passerby but vital for the tree's eventual fruit. Breathe in now, hold it, let it out slowly. Feel your chest open, even if only a fraction. Your fatigue is not the end of a story, it is the beginning of a refining. The heaviness in your eyes, it is not defeat. It is the residue of battles you have already survived. Your spirit will not die because your body is tired. There is a fire in you that refuses to be snuffed. You think you were forgotten. You have whispered those words in the dark and listened for an answer that never came. But that very forgetting was heaven's shield. Doors that slammed were not God's rejection. They were his careful closing so you would not step into a path that would derail your appointed destiny. People who left were not final judgments. They were recalibrations. Your delays were not denials. They were divine intervals for character, for clarity, for the remnant to strengthen. Imagine an artist refusing to finish a sculpture until the hand that chisels is steady enough to free the form. That is what has been happening in you. And if your heart is aching from betrayal, let me say this with a gentle voice. Betrayal does not erase your worth. The wounds will become maps. The scars will become the ink of your testimony. You were never strange because you felt things others could not. You were set apart because your senses are tuned to a frequency that the world does not yet play. This is not abnormal. This is the sign of one ordained to see beyond the ordinary. Archangel Michael stood by you when the night tried to swallow your mind. Gabriel whispered direction into your confusion. Small nudges you dismissed as coincidence. Raphael touched parts of you never showed another human being and began mending them in silence. These are not metaphors to make you feel better. They are the unseen staff that has been with you, intercepting what you could not see and repairing what you could not touch. You have been under a covering. You have been under a strategy. And today your understanding is catching up with what heaven has been doing. You may have thought every closed door was the end. It was not. You were being kept until you were ready. You were being trained until you were fit to carry what awaits you. The separation you felt from friends, family, even from your own sense of self, was part of a formation, a sacred relaying of the foundation. Your heart learned to depend less on people and more on the voice behind the thunder. Your spirit learned to hear gold in whispers. Let me speak prophetically into the place that doubts. The loneliness is not a verdict. It is a vestibule before the throne room. The isolation was intentional. It honed your discernment, sharpened your inner sight, and taught your spirit to recognize the voice of the shepherd, even when the world shouted. You were not being abandoned. You were being consecrated. Feel that new rhythm rising in your chest. It is subtle at first, like a distant drum, but it grows. It is the cadence of alignment. Your tiredness will give way to a steadier step. The heavy sigh that has been your companion will be replaced with an easier breath. You are not being reshaped into someone else. You are being released into who you were always meant to be. And now, as that clarity begins to arrive, keep the small, sacred space inside you open. Allow the images to come. Light falling into dark rooms, a door slightly ajar, trembling hands that refuse to let go, because these micro-visions are the language heaven uses to awaken memory. Hold them gently. Let them stoke your courage. You are not alone in this recognition. There is a lineage of saints, prophets, and hidden ones who walked this path before you. Their footsteps are in the dust, and their breath is in the air you now inhale. Your story will join theirs. The very pain that once felt like an accusation is being rewritten as evidence of calling. And because your spirit now begins to say, this explains so much, let me move with you into what comes next. There is a shift forming behind your breath. Something in the atmosphere is rearranging itself on your behalf. The understanding you have gained will become a lever. The clarity you received will become a weapon. The watching you once feared will now witness the unfolding of purpose. Breathe again. Let the truth settle like warm light across your shoulders. Because the next thing you need to hear about the shift that is happening right now will change the way you stand in this moment. Chosen one. Something is shifting around you right now. You can feel it, even if you cannot name it. It is like the air has thickened and softened at the same time, like the atmosphere is waiting for you to notice what heaven has already set in motion. In this very moment, heaven is moving on your behalf. Your life is no longer in the same frequency it was even 1 week ago. The ground feels unfamiliar beneath your feet because the path beneath you is being rewritten. Breathe in, hold it, Now exhale slowly. Notice how your chest feels lighter than it did a moment ago. Notice how your shoulders want to relax, even if you have been tense for hours. That is not coincidence, that is alignment. Something is rearranging itself within your inner world. Your spirit has started to stand. You might feel warmth in your hands. You might feel a vibration along your spine, as if invisible fingers are touching each vertebra. You may feel a cool wave rise from your stomach to your throat. Some of you feel chills crawling along your arms, like a whisper of wind passing through you from the inside. Others feel their breathing deepen, not because they tried, but because the body knows when God enters a room. These sensations are not imagination, they are confirmation. The fog that sat heavy on your mind is beginning to lift. The confusion that once circled your thinking is dissolving. Something in you is waking up, remembering, rising. And hear me clearly, this shift is not emotional, it is spiritual. This is not the result of your thoughts adjusting. This is heaven touching the architecture of your life. You are stepping into a new configuration. The old patterns cannot hold you anymore. There is a divine rearrangement happening even as you listen to my voice. Your delay was not denial, it was divine timing aligning. Every moment of silence was preparation. Every season of waiting was heaven's strategic pause to protect you from stepping into something prematurely. But now the timing is ripe. The atmosphere around your calling has changed. Let me tell you why this shift is happening. It is time. Heaven has completed a work within you, a refining forged quietly in the fire you didn't think you would survive. You passed tests no one saw. You endured storms no one applauded you for. You held on to faith when your hands were shaking. You held on to hope when the night pressed against your lungs. You survived what was meant to destroy you, and now heaven is rewarding what you thought went unnoticed. There is another reason. Your season of hiding is ending. What was concealed is being revealed. You have been kept in the shadows until your foundation was firm, but now heaven, slowly, deliberately, is bringing you into visibility. Not for fame, but for purpose. Not for applause, but for assignment. And listen closely. Angels are at work. Michael is clearing the path before you, pushing back unseen forces that once intimidated your spirit. Gabriel is releasing instructions. Yes, the clarity you've been craving is coming in waves. Raphael is restoring parts of you did not realize were wounded. You may notice your heart feels softer, or your mind feels steadier, or your courage feels more accessible. That's healing, that's grace. This is what divine movement feels like, a lifting, a loosening, a strange but peaceful disorientation as the old falls away and the new takes shape. Chosen one. It is like dawn breaking after a long night. It is like the stillness before the first drop of rain. It is like the moment when light gathers behind closed eyes and you know a revelation is about to arrive. Wings are unfolding around your life. Light is gathering at your feet. Heaven is not simply visiting you, it is surrounding you. Isaiah 43:19 whispers through the atmosphere, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth." Notice that word, now, not later, not someday, now, in this breath, in this listening, in this awakening. Gabriel says, do not fear this shift. It is alignment, it is protection, it is preparation. The enemy wants you to interpret this shift as loss. But listen to me with your spirit. You are not losing anything. You are being positioned correctly. What left was not meant for this next chapter. What fell away could not carry the weight of where you are going. You are not being stripped. You are being lifted. You are not breaking. You are breaking through. Let yourself feel the truth of that. Let it open your chest. Let it soften your jaw. Let it steady your breath. Now that the shift has begun, your surroundings may feel unfamiliar. People may start reacting differently. Some may pull away while others feel drawn to you without knowing why. Your sensitivity may increase. Your intuition may sharpen. Your dreams may intensify. This is not instability, this is spiritual calibration. As heaven repositions you, resistance rises. The enemy always reacts to divine activity, not because you are weak, but because you are stepping into authority. Darkness trembles when chosen ones awaken. Breathe again, deeply. Let the rhythm settle in your bones. Feel how something inside you is leaning forward, preparing, ready. There is something else you must understand. A shift always precedes a battle, and a battle always precedes elevation. Your awakening has set off movement in the unseen. What has been hidden is stirring. What has been watching is reacting. And the eyes that once observed you in silence are about to witness the fire of God in your life. A warm pulse just went through your spirit. That's confirmation. The old season is closing like a door behind you. You can almost hear the hinge tighten. You can almost feel the final click. You are crossing a threshold. Even if you cannot see the finish line, your spirit can feel the ground changing beneath you. Heaven is not asking you to understand everything. Heaven is asking you to trust the movement. Because with every divine shift comes resistance, and with every resistance comes revelation. The air around you is charged. Your spirit is awake. The watching has increased. But you are not the same as before. You are stepping into the phase where the truth you carry becomes dangerous to darkness. Feel that? The quiet quickening beneath your ribcage? That is your spirit preparing for the next moment. Chosen one, what comes next will show you why the pressure intensified, why the watchers grew bold, and why the shadows pressed closer. You are standing at the edge of the final stretch. The shift has opened the door. Now the battle reveals itself. Listen, chosen one. The battle around you has intensified for a reason. You feel it in the back of your neck, in the heaviness behind your eyes, in the sudden anxiety that comes out of nowhere even when your day looks calm on the outside. Hell has been louder because heaven is closer. The warfare you feel is not random, it is strategic. You are standing in the final stretch of a long spiritual war, and the enemy knows it. Your spirit has been sensing movement in the unseen, hasn't it? Those sharp thoughts that hit you out of nowhere, the ones that don't sound like your voice at all. Those waves of heaviness that sit on your chest, as if something is trying to suffocate your hope. Those strange moments when your emotions shift abruptly, like a cold wind sweeping through your ribcage. That is not weakness. That is not instability. That is warfare targeted at your anointing. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've felt the sudden confusion, sharp, disorienting, thick. You felt the pressure in your temples as if invisible hands were trying to squeeze the clarity out of your mind. You've had moments when your heart raced without fear being present, when your breath shortened even in a quiet room. You've questioned your path not because you don't know it, but because something has been trying to derail your alignment. You've seen the attacks through people too, the sudden coldness from someone who used to speak softly to you, friends turning distant overnight with no explanation, people twisting your words, projecting their shadows onto your light, conversations that end with the sting of betrayal even though you entered them with peace. There has been gossip around your name that you did not earn, words birthed from envy, insecurity, and spiritual agitation. And the life circumstances, yes, I know you've felt those as well. Plans collapsing at the last minute like sand slipping through your fingers. Opportunities disappearing without warning. Financial pressure rising out of nowhere. A peaceful day suddenly turning chaotic without any clear cause. That is not coincidence. That is interference. Even your dreams have been targeted. Shadows flickering at the corners. Strange faces watching you, waking up startled with your heart pounding and your palms warm with sweat. Nights where you feel you are fighting in your sleep, moving through stormy visions you cannot fully remember. The warfare has been closer than ever because the breakthrough is closer than ever. But hear this with authority. The attack is the proof. You are not under warfare because you are weak. You are under warfare because you are marked. The enemy does not waste resources on the ordinary. Hell only attacks what heaven is preparing to elevate. The closer you get to your calling, the louder the opposition becomes. The spiritual pressure is not punishment, it is confirmation. You are not losing, chosen one, you are being sharpened. You are being formed by fire. You are being strengthened from within. Your spirit is older than your wounds. Your purpose is older than your enemies. Your assignment is heavier than the weapons formed against you. And because of that, you are not weak. You are forged. You were built for this battle. Your bloodline has been waiting for someone with your courage, your clarity, your resilience. You are not breaking, you are breaking through. You are not falling, you are rising. You are not alone, you are surrounded by angels. Archangel Michael stands on your left, even now, sword drawn, intercepting attacks meant to destroy you. You have no idea how many things were blocked before they could reach your doorway. You have no idea how many darts were caught in the air before they could pierce your spirit. Michael has been fighting in silence, pushing back darkness that would have overwhelmed you had heaven not intervened. Gabriel stands near your right shoulder, whispering clarity into the confusion. You felt it, those sudden moments of insight that came when you were exhausted and ready to give up. Those ideas that popped into your mind like light breaking through a crack in a cave. Those nudges that made you pause, breathe, rethink. That was Gabriel releasing instructions for your next step. Raphael stands behind you, hands of healing over the wounds you've been carrying for years. The mending happening in your heart right now is not from time, it is from touch. Raphael has been restoring the broken fibers in your spirit, giving you the strength to keep moving even when your soul felt torn open. This is the final battle, not because you are near defeat, but because you are near elevation. The enemy knows that if you cross this threshold, the authority you will walk in cannot be undone. Your season of hiding is ending, and darkness can feel your unveiling approaching. You are crossing into the place where your discernment becomes dangerous, your voice becomes disruptive, your presence becomes catalytic. This is the last fight before your crown. Take a breath. Let it settle. Let this truth anchor itself into your bones. You are not being attacked because you are failing. You are being attacked because you are about to step into a realm of influence and clarity that will shift atmospheres, expose deception, and break generational patterns. You are stepping into the moment your ancestors prayed for but never lived to see. The enemy knows what you are carrying, and he is terrified. Chosen one, hear me with your soul. This battle is the last before your breakthrough. This is the final clash before the elevation you were born for. The shadows that once stalked you will soon stand powerless in the presence of your anointing. And in the middle of this battle, heaven has a message for you. Let me tell you what God has been wanting to say to your spirit. Because in every great war, there is a divine response. Listen now, because the Lord has something to say about this fight. God says, "Be still, my chosen. I speak to you now. Let your breath soften. Let your shoulders lower. Let your heart open just enough for my voice to reach the places you've been protecting. For I, the Lord, have been watching you closer than you realize. In every moment you felt alone, I was there. In every night you cried silently into your pillow, I counted every tear. In every battle you fought without witnesses, I stood beside you. Hear me now. I saw you cry last night. I saw the moment your chest tightened and you hid your face in your hands so no one would hear you. I saw the prayer you could not put into words. The prayer that was really just breath, shaking, desperate, tired. I heard it as clearly as if you had shouted it into the heavens. I watched you survive battles meant to destroy you. I saw the betrayal that sliced through your heart when those you trusted walked away without explanation. I saw how you carried wounds while pretending you were okay. I saw how you loved people who did not know how to love you back. I saw how you held yourself together when everything in you was breaking. I did not look away. Child, you have been asking, why did you allow this? Why did you let me feel so abandoned? Why did you let the watchers observe me, target me, misread me? Hear me clearly. I allowed the silence so you could learn to hear my whisper. I allowed the isolation so you would grow strong enough to stand alone. I allowed the separation so I could step into the empty spaces and fill them with myself. I hid my hand so your faith, not your circumstances, could carry you. I closed certain doors because behind them were traps that would have crippled your calling. I removed people you thought you needed because they could not walk with you into the future I am building. You thought these things were punishment. They were protection. You thought they were abandonment. They were alignment. I never left you. In the nights when the enemy tried to suffocate your hope, my hand was on your chest. When your breath trembled, I steadied it. When your mind spiraled in fear, I whispered peace to the storm within you. When you felt darkness watching you, I covered you with light. You did not see me, but I stood nearer than your own pulse. Every tear you cried was collected. Every pain you survived was recorded. Every injustice spoken against you reached my throne. You have never suffered unnoticed. Let your heart unclench. Let your breath deepen. I am with you. And now, hear the words heaven has been waiting to speak. I am restoring your name. The places where you were misunderstood will become the places where you are honored. I am lifting your head. The shame that was placed on you by others will fall off like ash. I am strengthening your spirit. What once triggered you will no longer shake you. I am healing the wounds you stopped mentioning because you thought they were permanent. They are not. I am redeeming lost time. The years the enemy tried to steal from you will be returned in multiplied form. Light will return to your mornings. Calm will return to your breath. Joy will return to your bones. Peace will return to your home. You will feel safe again inside your own skin. And hear this next part with reverence, for it is the decree of heaven. I am placing you where your voice will matter, where your presence will shift atmospheres, where your insight will break chains. I am opening doors no one can shut. I am sending the right people, those ordained, not convenient people aligned with your purpose, not your old patterns. I am breaking generational burdens that have weighed on your lineage for decades. You will not carry what your ancestors carried. You will walk free. You will rise. You will overcome. You will walk in purpose. You will stand in authority. You will reclaim everything you thought was lost. Michael steps forward now and says, "The battle is won. Stand firm." Gabriel whispers, "The instructions will come in your dreams. Pay attention." Raphael lays a hand upon your chest and says, "Your heart is being mended as you listen." Breathe, chosen one. Let this word wash over you like warm water flowing down your spine. Let your ribs expand. Let your shoulders drop. Let the tension melt from your jaw. Now say this, "Heaven knows my name." Say this, "I am chosen for this season." Say this, "I am protected, I am guided, I am covered." If you feel it in your spirit, write this in the comments, "I receive this." Let this word settle in your spirit. Let it sit inside you like light resting on water. Take a breath, slow, steady, because what comes next will anchor your soul more deeply than anything you have heard so far. Your spirit is ready. Your heart is open. You are prepared for the ceiling, chosen one. Breathe. Slow, gentle, deeper than before. Let your spirit rest for a moment. Let the weight you carried into this message begin to loosen around your ribs. You entered this word with heaviness, but you are leaving with clarity. Let the peace of God settle over you right now, like warm sunlight touching your skin. Let your breath lengthen. Let your shoulders fall. Let your heart open just enough to feel the calm rising inside you. You can sense it already. Something in you is different. The tightness in your chest has softened. The confusion that once clouded your mind feels thinner, almost dissolving into the air around you. The heaviness sitting on your spirit is lifting gently, like morning fog disappearing with the first touch of dawn. Something shifted inside you today. Something unlocked. Something remembered itself. Your spirit is lighter than when you came. Your heart feels different, and that difference is the sign. Chosen one, let this moment hold you. Father, we seal this word over every soul listening right now. Heavenly Father, let your light cover them, the way morning covers the horizon. Let peace enter their homes like a soft wind moving through an open window. Let clarity fill their minds, crisp, sharp, unmistakable. Let healing flow into the wounds they never speak of, the ones buried beneath old memories and silent nights. Let your presence sit upon them like a warm hand on the heart. Cover them with your wings. Let no shadow trespass where you have placed your light. Let no weapon formed against them prosper. Let every whisper of fear evaporate in your breath. Let every lie spoken against them fall powerless to the ground. Let your protection surround them on every side, before them, behind them, above them, within them. Let the sound of your love fill the hollow spaces inside them. Let their breath deepen. Let their heartbeat steady. Let their mind quiet. Let their spirit feel held. Chosen one, I want you to let go now. Release the fear. Release the guilt. Release the heaviness you carried for years. Release the voices that tried to make you small. Release the doubt that has lingered in your mind like old smoke. Release the grief that tightened itself around your ribs. Release what was never yours to carry. Let it fall off you like dust shaken from a garment. Let it dissolve like smoke rising into the open sky. Let it break like old chains dropping to the ground at your feet. You do not need it anymore. It has served its purpose. Your spirit is ready to move without the weight. Now I seal this breakthrough over your life. We seal this word into your heart. What heaven planted in you today is locked into your spirit. No enemy can uproot it. No watcher can steal it. No darkness can dilute it. This transformation is yours. Chosen one, declare this with me to anchor your faith. Type this: I am chosen. Say this out loud: I receive this word. Write in the comments: I am covered. Declare this: heaven knows my name. Let the echoes of these declarations settle into your bones. When you speak identity, you activate destiny. When you claim what heaven decreed, heaven moves on your behalf. Now hear me gently. You are safe. You are chosen. You are covered. You are not alone. Heaven walks with you. Your steps are guided. Your story is protected. Your spirit is wrapped in divine light. Nothing formed against you will stand. Rest in that truth. Rest in that covering. Rest in the knowing that angels are near, that God's hand is upon your life, that every shadow watching you will witness your rising. Let your breath soften again. Inhale, hold, release. Feel the peace settling into your shoulders, your throat, your chest, your spine. Feel the stillness spreading like warm oil over every tense part of you. Feel your heart slowing into a gentler rhythm, like waves smoothing themselves against the shore. Rest now, chosen one. Let this word breathe inside you. Let it echo in the places that once felt empty. Let it wrap around you like a blanket of light. Go in peace. Stay covered. Heaven walks with you.